Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks. Anything you see on the tube or screen, I like to get in here and give my unique perspective. Because after 46 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a unique perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks. I dare tell you about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Serbia. Got some plays over in Serbia this past week. Gracias, gratitude, todo raba in Serbia. I heard about your mighty fine blackberries. I heard you got some mighty fine blackberries. I heard you guys grow lots of blackberries. Very cool. Maybe one of these days I'll get to try some blackberries straight from Serbia. So thanks for listening. Appreciate the gracias, gratitude. And just FYI, back then with School Bay Radio DJ. But I never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just did not have the focus, bro. If I would have had the focus, that would allow me to become a radio DJ. My younger self just didn't have it. Took many years to get it. But now I have it. And that allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate might be true, might not be true. But I said it on the internet. So it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, true, false, fake news, propaganda, the Matrix, V for Vendetta, Wanted, the stock market, cryptocurrency, Web 2.0, the metaverse, the universe, the underverse, stars, quasars, sun, souls, red giants. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just watch out, just be aware. Anyways, I could ramble here all day, but I won't. Let's get right into the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you just got to take a moment. Just a moment to stop the presses, hold, stop, alto, just chill for a moment. I like to call it a moment of peace. It is really busy, crazy life we all have. Just stop and take a moment of peace. And when I have that moment of peace, I like to have a drink. Maybe some tea, maybe some coffee, maybe some agua. Just something. So if you like to have a drink in that moment of peace, we got a mug for you that says Moment of Peace. It's a nice coffee mug, and it says Moment of Peace. You can put your favorite drink in it, and just stop, chill, breathe, have a sip, read the newspaper, sit with your thoughts, watch TV, whatever. Just stop and relax and take a moment of peace. Have a moment of peace. So if you want a mug that says Moment of Peace on it, I'll put a link below to the Existing Fiction House store. Check it out. Now let's get on the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. And let me tell you something. After so many months, so many years of utter hardcore focus, determination, the captain has slipped. My all-can-do beast mode mentality has slipped for a moment. I had to analyze my mind and say, bro, what are you doing? You off task. You lost it. What's going down? For the last month, maybe month and a half, I've been doing the work, but I've been phoning it in, bros. Let's be real. I've been phoning it in. I lost that hunger. I lost that eye of the tiger. I lost that hungry like a wolf. I lost it, bro. Just for a moment of time. But today I realized, I was like, bro, you bitch been phoning it in. You lost that killer attitude. You got to get back up, son. So today I decided we getting back up. Actually, yesterday. I was like, bro, nah. We diverting the timeline. We diverting the life. We moving back to where we were at. We slipped for a moment. We getting back up. We back on the grind. We going hard. We sweat. We putting in the work. That's what's going down. And other guys out there might be able to feel me like, bro, you on a roll. You making progress. You doing it. And then for a moment in time, you slip for a little bit. Right? But the key is get back to what you were doing. The key is once you slip for a moment, get right back on it, bro. And that's what we doing. We back on it. We going. So for that momentary lapse, momentary phoning it in, now we back. And I just had a big drink of tea. This guy outside doing some yard work. And now I'm ready to podcast and talk about movies, TV, sports, and flicks. And this past week, I got to watch something new. Something new about political intrigue, spies and diplomats and law enforcement. A big intersection with storytelling and all kinds of interesting things happen. I saw the show, The Diplomat, episode 1. And in this show, spoilers are coming. Here come spoilers. In this show, a diplomat from the UK is on getting on a plane or boarding a plane to get off a plane, whatever, going through customs. And they find some things in his luggage that are not supposed to be there that are kind of illegal, bro. Like, you're not supposed to have those things. And so they bring him in and say, bro, you got to come with us. You have something in here that's not cool. There's a problem here. You can't be transporting this stuff. And then from there, the story takes off. And it goes down this deep rabbit hole of different things, investigations and questioning and different organizations, different countries. There's all this happening. Now, if you want to see what's going on in the story, go check it out. But let me get into what I really want to talk about, what I noticed in episode 1. As I watched episode 1, I noticed something, this theme going through it that I really recognized. Now, as someone that has studied and followed intelligence agencies, political intrigue, international affairs for the last decade, one of the themes that have been talked about going way back to 2000-something is that, sometimes the different agencies don't necessarily share the information that well. It's been said it's gotten better since 9/11, supposedly, that the agencies are better at playing together, sharing information. And when I say agencies, I'm talking about the various intelligence agencies, law enforcement agencies, the various three-letter agencies, or just all the various agencies globally too. Just exchange of information and info and intelligence, right? They say sometimes that process is not as smooth or as transparent as might need be or want to be, but it's gotten better supposedly. But in this show, this episode 1, this Diplomat, it's kind of showing where intelligence information sharing goes wrong, right? Because a lot of things that went down in this episode, if they just would have communicated with each other and shared information and intelligence, then a lot of the plot would have just not happened, right? There was a lot of not telling what should be told for reasons of national security or reasons of trying to salvage their operations, and a lot of wasted time and manpower that could have been resolved if they just would have shared the information. Now, eventually in the episode, the sharing does get better towards the end. But in the beginning, no one's telling nothing. And with all the study I've done over the last decade, supposedly that's gotten better. Now, this does take place over in the UK. And I don't know how true to life it is. A lot of the organizations involved are UK agencies, organizations, Aussie, Australia agency organizations, not really stuff in the States. And most of the stuff I've read or studied have been really United States centric. They may have a whole different way of moving or operating out in those regions of the world. Or maybe the writers just didn't keep it true to life. Because a big part of the story is the fact that the particular agencies are not sharing the complete picture, complete intelligence, complete information in the story. I don't know if that's true to life or not. Like I said, most of the studies I've done have been very US-centric. But I do find it interesting because a lot of the shows and the books I read about these particular organizations and this whole world, generally the information is shared better than what is shown in this show. Now, I just seen episode 1. There's 3, I think there's 4 episodes total. So as I watch the other episodes, I'm assuming it looks like it's going to get better as far as communication and collaboration with these particular entities, agencies, organizations, I think. I don't know. But I do find it an interesting take on how those organizations, agencies play together or get together or collaborate. Very interesting. Haven't really been shown in some of the shows I've watched in that manner, which is interesting. Also takes place in the UK, which I haven't really watched a lot of UK stuff in the last couple of years. It's nice to get back and revisit the United Kingdom a little bit, that side of the globe when it comes to intelligence, foreign affairs, intrigue stories. Yeah, so I saw it over on Pluto TV, but it's on Freevee and it's also on Tubi as well. So if you want to watch The Diplomat, it's available right now. Check it out for free if you have those apps. So yeah, it's a pretty cool story. And one other thing real quick, also want to talk about is that that just in general, when it comes to all these kind of tales of intelligence and foreign affairs and diplomats and, you know, all this different kind of political intrigue, that information is a very valuable thing. Information is very valuable. A lot of these shows that you watch with spies and politics and intrigue, it's all trafficking and dealing with information. The value of knowing, not knowing, keeping to yourself, sharing. Very valuable thing, very valuable commodity to have. The more you know, bro, you may be more valuable. I'm just saying. So try to know as much as possible. I'm just saying, it just shows that information is very valuable. It just seems the more information you have, the more valuable you become. So someone that maybe not in those worlds, maybe we can make it a point to just gather and learn more stuff, gather more information, learn more about everything. Because I suspect as we learn and acquire more knowledge and information in whatever kind of ideas or things we learn about, that's just going to make us more valuable as human beings. Because it seems to be that information is valuable. So maybe we should be collecting and learning more information. Just saying. So maybe we should work on it. I don't know. I do that as a daily task. The daily task, I'm always learning. I just did it a few minutes ago. I was reading on the internet, learning different things. I learned about some new grain today. Always learning, gaining more knowledge. Hopefully that's going to increase my value. I'll become a high value man. But anyways, just if you learn anything from a diplomat, get all types of information because information is valuable. Learn more. The more you know, the more you learn, all that kind of thing. Become more valuable. Yeah, do that. And check out the Diplomat because it's kind of dope. You know, not a lot of action, more, thriller kind of thing. But if you're looking for something new to watch, something interesting to watch, political intrigue, foreign affairs, diplomats, spying, all the others, there you go. Check it out. So yeah, so that's all I want to talk about. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see. Turn a setback into a comeback. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.